Shalom and good day all. This is Tehilling29 back again for a DC review. And for this review, I'll be covering Children of the Round Table, or C.O.R.T, issue 1. And as you can see here, I decided to get the main cover plus the variants. So moving into first things first, and that is in relation to the covers. Do these covers in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Sure enough, they do, to which I give the first cover, which is also signed by Tom Taylor, which I got from my LCS at All Star Comics in Melbourne. A 7 out of 10. For the second cover, a 7.5 out of 10. Now that's the one on the right hand side. And also a 7.5 for the Dustin Nguyen cover. Now I'll get things ready and organized to prepare to move into the area of the internal art, as we have a look around the beginning, middle, and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, and of course we do learn that this is actually chapter 1 within the story, so each issue is going to be a new chapter within the story. And we end up meeting some of the first people who we get to see on the cover, being Faye as well as Connor. And of course, they're having a bit of a soccer match. Whilst in the page before that, we have the weapons, which will be connected to these characters in the story, leaving a location which is also within England. Now, just a little bit before moving into the middle of the story, I'd like to show you the cast of characters, because I actually tried to fix that up in relation to the thumbnail. So we have the characters of Ash, Connor, Randall, Callie, Kevin, and Hanan, as well as Faye, who we see earlier, who is the redhead. As we draw towards the middle of the story, we of course have, yes, a female character pulling out basically the version of Excalibur in this particular story, to which I think was a stupid idea, to be completely honest. And this is why it's going to affect the story rating. And of course, Faye pulls out the sword, which is called Arthur Pendragon, or has the essence of Arthur Pendragon in it. And it's not actually named Excalibur. Not long after that, the rest of the cast end up getting their weapons. And of course, we prepare for the next chapter. So, for the internal art, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the story. So first things first, did we get anything time-wise? The answer is no, we didn't. Next is the location, to which we had the location of Cornwall, England, and also a place called The Hill, which is sort of like connects to something previous within the story at the beginning. Last but not least, we have the cast of characters consisting of Faye, Connor, Randall, Ash, Callie, Kevin, Hanan. We of course have the sentient swords, to which we have, I guess I should say the sentient weapons. We have Arthur, Lancelot, and Gawain. No doubt we will get like the rest in the further issues. And that's going to add more to the cast, which we'll be following in the story. Now, I did happen to hear someone mention that this is very much manga-like in its presentation. I would slightly disagree. If anything, this feels like it might be a little bit set on maybe European science fiction, just applied differently in, say, the area of medieval swords. But that is not to say that, yes, even though it does connect to the legend of Arthur himself, there are things that do connect to, say, Excalibur, because Excalibur in its own way, even though it was used by one person, it became a bit of a picky sword along with the weapons. So in that, it also shows a form of sentience within that mythology. So I'd say more closer linked to maybe European mythology, but maybe just a slight bit of inspiration from maybe the Asian comic sphere, like with some of the other things. My overall rating for the story is a 6.5 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colorful and have yourself an awesome day.